Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This is a channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading. Let's get into week 23. We'll go over the S&P 500 scalping plan and how to master the weekly trends. Let's get into it. So here we are with NAS. And again, I trade NQ for futures. Where are we at here? This is our daily. So here, got that support, had a large candle. Price just dipped down into this imbalance and did not break the high though. So we see a massive rejection. If we look here to the left, there was some imbalance left, but the sellers came in and we had that rejection from that point. So price did not close above this area. I don't think it's done. We have this gap left to fill. I'm going to change this range though. Be honest with you, the breaker structure's there. That's one. In my mind, this is still the total range. Yeah, let's go with this daily range here. There's still some, as you see, plenty of unfinished business left down here. So right here, let's work with what we have right here presently. Again, massive rejection here. We had a bounce from the 50% mark in this range. And we still have a gap as well as some imbalance left from a couple of weeks ago. And guess what? It's June 1st. So let's go ahead and look at the monthly. Let's see where we are there. Here's our monthly candle. Right now, yep, we're going to move this up because we see we have monthly support there. We're going to just go ahead and delete that. We see we had support formed from the previous month, and then this month we had a super bullish candle. Right here, there's monthly support. So with price action opening up, the first week or so, we really want to see price to get down into this area and continue up. That way, we definitely know we'll probably take out this high here and definitely take out this high we've already taken out. We wanted to push to and through this area. What is this? 21,130. That's where we are right there. Let's look at the weekly. So weekly. So even with the weekly, what we have here, we're looking at this nice imbalance where price could potentially come back to, which is right below that 50% mark. This is why I say definitely price is not done. We have imbalance here. Let's pull this back this way. We have imbalance here. Delete that. We have this imbalance here. We also have another one. Nope, that's pretty much a done deal. Got this imbalance. It's still that gap, right? So price opened here. I mean, closed down here and then opened all the way up here on that weekly. So we still have a gap as well. So we really kind of like have all of this area right here that needs to be taken care of. But I like to be on the conservative side. So looking for price just to come right into this area. What I'm going to do here, since we're going to go ahead and make this. That's that 50% of that imbalance right there. So that's a nice target. If you're going to take some shorts, again, we had this high rejection on the weekly and then our daily. Looking at this here, it'd be nice if we could see price go up on the open and then continue down here to clean this up. Right now, bit of sideways action, bit of consolidation. It was the end of the month. Kind of really only moved for the week from here to here. It didn't break a new high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did it even? Nope. It didn't even close below this candle here. So it really consolidated last week on the daily. That's why it's always important to zoom out for the big picture. So, definitely we would like price to start up and then come down here and then clean up this imbalance. That would be ideal. And then come all the way down here into this support. And then at this point, this is a nice place to get some buys. Take out this high, take out this high. That'll be prime. Now, and again, that being said, we still have all of this down here, these gaps, imbalances. It all depends on, we're in the middle of the year. It's June. We've hit month 6 of the year. So we're going to be looking for some guidance where price action wants to take us. And we're going to follow that. We're going to follow that. So let me put this back here. So again, anywhere down in this area here, we'll be looking for some buys right below here. Right now, especially because price did not even close above here, I think this would be a good time for some shorts right down into this area. We got a equal low right here. Perfect setup. Perfect setup. So let's go over here to gold. Here we are on gold, looking at our range here. Why I didn't have it all the way up here? Okay. So we see price tap there the week before. Again, it's a new month. The end of the month, price pretty much consolidated. It tapped this support right here and moved right back up. Kind of hovered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Kind of came down and kind of hovered right here towards the end of the week. Then price really didn't go anywhere. Hope you didn't get caught up in that. It's always sideways action that gets us caught, right? When we think price is going one way or the other, and it really isn't doing anything. 2 candles here with equal highs on the weekly. That's showing strong probability that price is going to go up from here. Long way candle here, long way candle here on the weekly. So what are we looking for? Let's go all the way out to the monthly. So here's gold on the monthly. Had a bearish candle. High wick, low wick, both of them super long, which shows this price is pretty much consolidated last month for gold. We ended up almost right where we started. Cleaned up. There's no imbalance left. Again, gold has been very efficient. And, I said it before. It's been cleaning up its imbalances, taking care of unfinished business before moving up. Looked like it did just that. So what we would love to see here. Let's go to the weekly. Again, weekly. It's pretty much we have 2 candles here with equal highs. So we're looking for price to shoot to and through 33,960. It would be nice if we could get a nice little pullback before going up. Looking at this here. Ooh. Let's go to the daily and let's look at our range again. Break a structure. High, low, structure. Still that high. Candle with no wick. Candle with no wick. 2 equal high candles. So to this point right here, I would like me being me. Let's look at this 4-hour. Me being me, I would like to see price drop all the way down to here on this 4-hour before continuing up. That way, we're in a nice discounted. We're in a discount now. Getting a buy here. It's not. It's not a situation that's absurd. We're below the 50% mark. I would just like to see price just drop right down in here to this 32.54, 55-ish range, closer to the here to get a buy. If you already have a position, excellent. I would like to see that again. First day of the month, perfectly normal for price to draw down first before taking off. Again, we have so many candles here. They have small wicks. I'm just going to call them equal highs. I am, because when you look at that, you can barely see the wick. Let's look at this. So the open was on this candle was 33.83.1. The high was 33.83.5. That's an equal high. That's an equal high. On a daily, yeah. Daily candle. It might be a little different on a 1 minute or a 5 minute, but a daily candle, that's pretty much equal. So with that candle was a little blip and price went down. Same here. Price went up, blip. Looks like we gapped down. Boom. So yeah. Reality is I would like to see price pull back down into here. There's some imbalance on the 4 hours showing us that it could potentially pull down here. Again, getting a pullback, waiting for confirmation, putting your stop loss below here is not obscene. I mean, it's a good position. Again, me warm and fuzzies. Price come back into this area before getting a long position, a buy position. I don't see any shorts. I know there's this area down here. I do not see any shorts right now. I don't see it. Price has been put in support. Came right to here. And as you saw on the monthly and the weekly, it looked like it cleaned up all this unfinished business. So let's go over here to the Dow. Let's see how the Dow's doing. So here we are on the Dow. At that monthly imbalance, look, price went and popped right into it the week before. Last week didn't quite break a high, even though it was bullish last week. Huge wick, looked like there was a lot of selling going on. Not a big wick on the bottom. Let's look at the daily real quick. Oh, okay, I see. Had an equal high right there. Look, price went right to it, touched it. So we can go ahead and delete that. Touched it, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Price really didn't move anywhere. It literally did not go anywhere. It clearing up that equal high and move right back down into this range right here. So last week looked like pretty much consolidation last week. Pretty much consolidation. So let's go ahead and take a look at the monthly. So here we are on the monthly. We see price just touched into this imbalance. Don't know if it's quite done with this run down. Price did make a new high. It closed above this candle here. So who knows? We might pull back and run right into this area and make some new highs. Let's look at the weekly, see what we see here. But you see price just tap right into that imbalance. It came right back down. It wasn't ready yet. It wasn't ready. Looks like here for our weekly, kind of a candle with no wick, equal low, dang near. We're gonna open at 41,687. Low is 41,65. Was that 36 points? 36 points. I don't know. So looking at this range right here, let's see where our opportunities are right now. This is the daily. So I have this equal low daily candle here. Pop right back into this gap. Didn't really leave anything. So for the Dow, because it's in consolidation, this is the only thing I'm seeing right now. Had a gap up, came back and cleaned that up. So right now, I'm only working in this range here. Look like we got some sales. It's in the selling range. Even if I go here, it's in the selling range. So a good confirmation for me is price go back up to this area, get a confirmation, and price is going to continue down. Let's look on a 4 hour and see if any entries. It looks like right now it's a waiting game. Looks like it's a waiting game, be honest with you. It's the beginning of the month. Price will go either way. We have some absolutely, here it is. There were some imbalances left up here. Price came back, left some more imbalances. So look for price just to go ahead, pop back up into this area and come on back down. That's what I'd be waiting for. Could you get a position up to there? Yeah, on the 4 hour range. Again, I would look for price to give me confirmation that it's not continuing up. I would be patient and work with what's in front of me right now. And what's in front of me right now is saying price and consolidation. I need a confirmation one way or the other which way price is heading. Right now it's kind of quiet. So that's the Dow. Let's go over here to S&P. Here we are with S&P. Here's our daily. Here's our range. It looked like it just popped right outside of our range. So we have a new high here. S&P, same thing. Rejected from this area. What was up here? No, I didn't see anything. Let's go to the weekly. Still don't see anything. Monthly. If I don't see anything, the sellers just came in. They didn't want it to go any higher. We see on Thursday, slam down as the sellers tried to push price down. Buyers came back in. So again, consolidation. It was the end of the month. Wasn't looking for anything spectacular. We had an imbalance right here. Price came right back and went to and through that imbalance. And did not break the high. It created a new high, but it did not break the high. We didn't get a close above it. So let's go ahead and look at our monthly plan. I'm going to leave this box here. Yeah. This is our 50% mark for that imbalance, that daily imbalance. Let's look at the monthly. That is hilarious. Our range, our daily range is the monthly candle. It is the monthly candle. So right now, look at that. The support for the monthly is just below the 50% mark on the daily, in the daily range. Go ahead and mark that. Go ahead and mark that. Let me see if I pull it down here. So again, looking for price to come back into this area, at least to get support. So I don't see prices taking off from here. I see there's some unfinished business weekly. What are we looking at the weekly? Still have this gap range again. That's that 50% mark or 50%. I think so. The daily gap. So everything is showing that price could potentially come from up here down into this area. That's all I see right now. Daily. Still a little unfinished business here. Yeah, I think price is going to test these lows one more time before continuing up. One more time. We have a high probability of that. Looking at price action, it is just when it hits this area, it's a sell off. Sell off. Hit it once, sold off. Hit it twice, aggressive sell off. So that's where we are right now for S&P. Weekly. Yeah, weekly. I would look for price to move down into these areas. At least get that monthly support before continuing up. It may run through there. However, right now on a weekly, price is showing that it's not ready to go any higher. It's a high probability that price is going to continue down. Now it's been testing these areas. Somebody's not some seller, some people, some sellers are not letting price get above here. What is this? What was the opening of this candle? 6019. They're not letting it get above that. Not letting it get above that. So right now, I would be looking for some sales down into this area. If it continues down and goes and cleans up these gaps, even better. And if we get a confirmation after that on a daily that prices wants to continue up, that's a whole larger move from here to the high. And to be honest with you, I would love to see that. That's a larger move overall for S&P. So that's week 23, the S&P 500 scalping plan. We went over what the weekly trend is going to look like and how to master those. Again, price consolidation. It's the beginning of the month. Let's look for price to probably try to figure out what it wants to do first couple of days, or it might just go for it. However, watch price. We're in consolidation right now. Make sure you're seeing your setups before you're entering the market. It's in consolidation. It's a lot of whipsaws. It's really rough. If no position is a position. So if you don't see anything that looks good, just sit out. This is the Investment Process Channel. Have a great trading week.